Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Adam Benedict Genesis 03. Price for this watch is $295, and this variant has the asphalt gray sunray dial with orange and white minute and second hand markers around the, not the perimeter, but the internal circle here of this dial. And you'll notice the ticks there are 4 orange and 6 white marks, and what those are for is to remind you or to time your breathing exercise. You take 4 seconds to inhale and 6 seconds to exhale. Now I have tried this a few times, and I find that it kind of relieves stress, or I don't know, it's kind of a neat thing to experience. So let's set the watch off to the side for a moment, and I will showcase the packaging again. I don't normally show the packaging after the unboxing video, but I do appreciate what comes with the watch here. This is a nice cedar box here. It does smell like cedar because it is cedar. And I would say this is laser cut. And then you have some engraving here. Here's a nice note from Adam, the owner. I'll hold it here, and you can pause this if you want to read it. Basically in here, he intentionally included the cedar box because I hope you'll find some other uses for it, and it has, again, the nice aromatic properties. So let's set this off to the side. And also the watch comes with a NATO strap, and then it comes on the leather strap. I have been enjoying it on a leather strap for a little over a week here. And it comes with a microfiber cloth and then a tool here, and there may be an alternate use for this tool as well, which we'll discuss in a moment. And then it has this nice canvas travel pouch. Okay, let's set this off to the side and take a closer look at the watch. And I'll plan to show it on the NATO strap here during the video. Like I said, I've been enjoying it on the leather strap. I really like this style of strap, and it's been comfortable on wrist, and it has started to wear in a little bit. Not too much patina on it. Probably take a while to get some wear to it. Anyway, the case is brushed 316L stainless steel, as well as the buckle. I couldn't decide if the edge of the bezel is brushed or polished. I believe it's brushed, just the way the lighting hits it there. Very easy to tell time on this watch. And again, you do have these nice applied indices here. So it does have a Swiss Ronda 704 quartz movement, which is accurate, rated to -10 plus 20 seconds per month. And the neat thing about this brand here is there's some family history in the watch industry. The owner, Adam's, I think it's great-great-great-great-grandfather started in the watchmaking industry, and then that gentleman's grandson started the Benedict Watch Co. I'll leave a link in the description for all of the history, and also leave a link directly to this watch. I was provided this watch. I don't need to pay for it, so I'll mark this as a paid promotion video as well. So let's go over the dimensions of the watch, and we'll get it on wrist after that. Let's take a quick look at the case back here. Swiss movement, that's that Swiss Ronda 704 movement. US assembled, which is fantastic. Really appreciate that. Sapphire glass, and then let's see, 316L steel, which we already mentioned, already covered, and water resistant to 100 meter, 330 feet. And yes, these are limited editions. There's, I think, 5 or 6 colorways. I like this colorway. I can't go wrong with orange, in my opinion. The nice orange second hand here, and then the orange and white. So very nice pop of color. Looking forward to trying it on this NATO strap here on video. See how that looks. Dimensions of the watch we are looking at. Let's see here. 47 millimeter lug to lug, 40 millimeter diameter. It looks larger than that because it's basically all just dial here, no rotating bezel, and a thin bezel that's on the watch currently. 8.6 millimeter thickness, so nice and thin. You know, normally I compare it to the SKX, but I moved that watch somewhere else, so let's compare it to the Seiko 5 field watch. You get a sense of the thickness here. Looks very thin compared to this chunky field watch. .20 millimeter lug width, and this leather strap does taper down to 18. The NATO strap, of course, does not have taper. We'll try that on here in a moment. 5.5 millimeter push-pull signed crown. And there is the Adam Benedict logo, which is present on the watch here. Let's move the handset out of the way. There we go. The indices kind of disappear to my eye sometimes depending on the light, but I just need to move it a little bit. Actually, my eye is not a problem, just looking at it on the screen here. So there we go. And you can see the second hand has stops, so you can hack the watch. And let's zoom in on the dial. And there you can see the inhale, exhale again, 4 seconds for inhaling and 6 seconds to exhale. You should try that out. It's a fun little exercise. Okay, let's get this watch on wrist, and then we'll check out the Loom here. Yeah, I'll put it on wrist with the leather, and then I'll put the NATO strap on. So with the leather strap, I am at the last or the first hole position, however you want to look at it here, with my 6.5 inch wrist. So I did talk to Adam a little bit about that, and he had mentioned that perhaps you could use the spring bar tool to pierce another hole in the strap if you need it. I've also, on leather belts, I've drilled a hole with a drill bit on my drill motor before, so you know, whatever works for you, that would probably do okay. And the hole, I think, will enlarge after use. So on my 6.5 inch wrist, it kind of looks a little big on my wrist. I mean, I don't mind it, but because it's all dial, it just looks different than having a dive watch on wrist. Let's see, you know, I'll throw a watch on real quick here for comparison. Let's set the box off to the side, and we'll zoom out here, and we'll get the leather strap on. Sorry, the needle strap. Clear off the background here a little bit. There you go. It is nice and thin, so it wears very comfortably on wrist. It may just look a little large here on my wrist. 47 lug to lug, and I have a 52 millimeter wristband. So let's zoom out here, see how it looks from a different perspective. Then we'll get it on that NATO strap. But before that, I'll throw on a dive watch. I believe this is also a 41 millimeter case, but you'll see what I mean with it not looking as big because it has a rotating bezel. So the rotating bezel just kind of makes the watch look smaller, even though the case diameter is just as big as the other one there. This is the Seiko SPB 149's 55th anniversary limited edition. Okay, I'll pause the video and I'll be right back with this thing on the NATO strap. There are not drilled lugs, and it does not have the quick release spring bar here, so it'll take me a little moment here to get it on the NATO strap, but I'm curious to see how it looks. Okay, so it wasn't too bad to get it off the leather strap and then reuse the spring bars, put them back on the case. Took me at most 5 minutes, not even, probably about 2 minutes here. I have a link to these mats in the video description if you're interested in buying one. Okay, so This may be better served with some curved spring bars. A bit of a tight fit here on the needle strap, but as you can see, I was able to get it on here. Not too big of a deal. See, it needs to go down a little bit. Like to center it between the keepers. That looks pretty good right there. I guess the gray on blue looks pretty good too, huh? Okay, put the mat off to the side there. And we'll get it on wrist. Let me know if you like it better on the needle strap or on the leather strap. I really kind of like the leather, but the needle looks good too. The color combination looks nice. So nicely matched there. I do like the concept behind needle straps, but still not a needle strap guy yet. Maybe one of these days. I typically don't like how much it pops it off wrist, and then also this with this extra strap over here. I just don't care for the look of it, but it is very practical. And hopefully you can see it's popped off the wrist a little bit here. Not too terrible. It is a thin watch, so with the NATO strap, you're probably looking at 11 millimeter thick with that needle strap, I would guess. 1.5 plus the 8.6, somewhere around 11.1. Okay, let's zoom back out here. We'll check out the Loom on this watch. Actually, I'm going to have to go find my SKX because I always compare the Loom to my SKX. Okay, then we'll zoom out. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it, and it really helps me out. Like the video and leave a comment below. I'd like to hear your thoughts and feedback on this timepiece here. And now we'll take a look at the Loom. So on the left we have the Adam Benedict Genesis 03, as you can clearly tell here, and the second hand does have a nice little Loom pip on there, and you can see it ticking away there with the quartz movement. And then of course on the right, my Seiko SKX 009. I had this in a different area. I was comparing it to the 5KX GMT again, but anyway, you know, the Loom's really not that bad on this Adam Benedict Genesis 03. It's probably better than what it needs to be, so it will work for your needs here. Telling the time, the indices are not loomed, but of course you see the hour hand and minute hand and second hand Loom pip there. So that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time and thank you for watching.